Waking up very early in the morning, rushing out to work, giving so much time doing a 9 to 5. There's that feeling of coming home and wanting to rest after a very hectic day. The only thing I could think of is to sit down in front of a TV, watch my favorite TV program, of course, Z Word, and when I'm done, I slide down on the couch and scroll through my social media platforms. The last thing on your mind is to want to tax your brain to do something purposeful or something meaningful. You just want to lie down on the couch, watch your favorite TV program, scroll to the phone, check what's the latest on the internet, on your social media platform like Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, IG. My favorite is YouTube and Facebook. I check through all those ones, and if I'm not getting satisfaction, I go through my laptop and check if there are any things I need to do. At times, if I'm not doing any of this, I would want to edit or do a video. But to be sincere, most times I'm just so tired, and the least I want to do is to tax my brain, like I said. So the very easy way for me to relax is to just pick up the phone and start scrolling through. And I'll tell myself in my mind, okay, I'll just do it for like 5 minutes. Let me just check the latest updates on all the social media platforms since I create content. So I want to know how my contents are doing. I want to give myself in my mind, I was okay, let me use 30 minutes to check. And before you know it, I've spent 3 hours, like 3 good hours. That's the least at times on the social media, and I just keep wasting my evening. I don't know if you find yourself in that situation before. Don't worry. I have also been there, and there are hacks I realize that has helped me to stop wasting my evenings, because I realized that the least I could do for myself is to come back and want to relax. But then I realized that that's not a good way to actually spend most of my evenings. At times I want to make calls and give out calls to my favorite ones, which I least do. But then I realized that the best way for me to have the best evening is to start planning for a future that I always desire. After doing my 9 to 5, I was actually thinking that when I left 9 to 5, that's doing my personal business or trying to be my own boss, I would even have more times for my evenings. But I realized that it was still the same thing. I'll still come back in the evenings, and the least I would want to do is to tax my brain. But in this video, I will tell you hacks I've realized that will help you to stop wasting your evenings. I apply those hacks, and sincerely, I am grateful that my evenings these days are not being wasted because I've utilized my evenings, and it's very purposeful and meaningful at the moment. Hi guys, welcome to Life with Enki. All I do here is to motivate you to be intentional with how you live your life. You're born once, you will live once, you will die once.
Let me get this straight, guys. First of all, I was born without my permission. That's one thing.
In all of this life journey, you don't even have a spare life. It means if you drive rough on this journey called life, you will never, you will never be repeated again in history. So, this one life that you have, what are you doing with it?
Second of all, my future is in my hands. Like, what am I supposed to do with it?
Don't worry. That is why Life with NK is here to motivate you to be intentional with how you live your life. You see, if you have a dream and you refuse to wake up from that sleep, you will die in your dream. It simply means that vision you have without executing it, you're merely hallucinating. If you want to learn how to be intentional with your life, this is the best community. The only thing you have to do is to click that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime I drop videos, and then you're already part of the community. Without much talk, let's get right into the video. So, all I'm doing here is to encourage you to be productive with your evenings. You don't have to sit down with friends every evening to listen to chit chat or to while away your time drinking, smoking, playing cheese and golf. Don't get me wrong. There are evenings you might have to or need to relax, but every evening sitting down to just scroll away your time on the phone, watch your favorite TV programs is a no-no. Your evenings are actually a perfect time for you to brood over The first thing I want to talk about is your plans. Do you have plans for your life? The best time to put your plans into perfect actions are in the evenings. How do I mean? Everybody that is purpose driven, that is intentional with his or her life, must prioritize his life. And in prioritizing your life, you must have laid down plans that you want to, of things you want to achieve. And this plans must be prioritized. You don't have to just have all the plans and then follow it anyhow, not at all. You need to prioritize your plans. So while you think your evening should be all about scrolling phones or watching your favorite TV programs every evenings, you can actually sit down in front of your laptop or go to a quiet place under a mango tree. That's if you're in Africa, or in a place where you have this green, or in a very quiet place, and then start planning of the next day. Sometimes we are so busy that we just get get out of our work, and we just waste our evenings relaxing without thinking. It's a perfect time for you to plan ahead of tomorrow, and it's also a perfect time for you to plan your future. In planning your future, you must prioritize your future. You must prioritize what you want. Actually, giving your plans action. So in the cool of the evening, you can actually meditate on those plans that you've had and then try to execute it. So your evenings are not just for phone scrolling, your evenings are not checking up all the updates on social media. Your evenings should be for your planning. Plan your evenings. Use your evenings to prioritize your plans. The second thing I did with my evenings that made it productful, productful and fruitful for me, is that I started using my evenings to create my content. For example, this content you're watching, by the time it comes out to you, I actually created this. I was actually I filming this content around 7, 8 in the evening, because that is the perfect time for me to create content. Virtually everywhere is quiet. People, the children have gone to bed. The compound is quiet. Everywhere is literally quiet, and I can comfortably create the content I want to do. And if I'm not creating content, I'm actually editing content. Now, if you're not a content creator, what are you supposed to do? At this moment, if you have a lot of works, if you have activities, if you have maybe notes or stuffs to write, if you have things, maybe meetings or minutes of meetings or any other thing you need to write, you can use your evenings to put those things together. So for me, I use this period to edit my videos, create content. I even create content as far as 1 a.m. 2 a.m. So from the evenings to the nights, for me, it is not wasted. You can use it to bring meaning into your life. So what have you been doing with your evening? Are you going to practice? Are you going to do any of this? Plan your evenings against tomorrow. Use your evenings to plan your tomorrow and even plan your future. Are you going to start eating your content in the evening? I can assure you that at the cool of evening, your mind is relaxed. The cool of evening, you are not, all the activities of the day have actually weighed, like you're so calm, you're so cool, you're so collected. So you can actually sit down and start filming or editing your videos. So the third thing I did to stop wasting my evening is I started reading books. Yeah, I read books any time of the day. But did you know that reading books, I mean books that are impactful, that can help change your mindset, is actually good. You do that in the evenings. In the cool of the evenings, while you're trying to wind for the day, just take a book that you know you want to read to improve your mindset or change a particular thing in your life, or even relax on a newspaper. That is also very okay. So you can actually start reading a book and take it gradually every evening. You can use your evenings to plan your tomorrow, plan your future. You can use your evenings to do any other work you have to do. Your evenings must not while away on TV or social media or just relaxing. Use your evening to meditate. Use your evening to think of your future. Cool of the evening, everywhere is quiet, serene, calm, calculated. You can actually, that is the same way your brain is calm and cool. Use your evenings to think, to meditate, to get the right books into your mind. If you're going to practice any of this, can we talk in the comment section? Can you indicate and tell me if you're going to practice any of those things I talked about? If you're a content creator, when do you normally create your content? In the mornings, in the evenings, or at night? For me, the best time is always in the evenings because in the afternoon it's quite hot sometimes, especially in the part of the world where I live. So creating my contents in the evening through the midnight is always the best. So what time do you create your content? If you're a content creator, I would love to know. Thank you for listening to the end of this video. I trust you would have learned one or two. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get more of this updates.